home. This place tells you nothing. Okay, today has gone worse than we could have possibly imagined. It's dark outside. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit et bienvenue to another episode of Cozy Corner with Ida. I tried to make it a bit more cozy. This is gonna be an interesting one because I don't know how in the mood I am to film or even what I'm gonna talk about. Okay, I'll just get into it. Basically, tomorrow I have the orientation for my university. I start uni. I'm not excited. I'm talking to my friend because my best friend has her orientation as well tomorrow for her TAFE, and she's like excited, and not a single bone in my body feels excited. I just dread it, and every time I think too hard about it, I just immediately, like, I've cried twice already, like once from stress and once from emotion. So I think the overarching theme of this episode will be, I guess, being forced to close a chapter you're not ready to close. Like, I'm not ready to be a uni student. Like, I'm not ready to move on from how my life was like a couple months, like literally a couple months ago. Well, not a couple, but like, you know. Okay, I guess it's technically February, January, December, November, October, September. Yeah, I feel like I'm not being as serious as I wanted to. But yeah, I'm most sad about it because everyone's like hyping it up like it's this great thing. Like, I'm gonna be loving it. I'm gonna be so happy. Like, my dad's like, you're gonna make new friends. I'm not gonna make any friends, and it's not out of like spite or anything. It's literally, I don't make friends. I'm really bad at that. I'm really nervous. I'm really shy. I don't like to talk to people, and because of how shy I am, I come off as rude because I don't know how to act when you're talking to me. If I don't really know you, it like seems like I'm rude and disinterested in what you're saying, but that's not true. Like, I just am so shy. I have no clue what to say. Like, I have no clue what to say. I have no clue what to do. Like, I look fricked up, man. You know how hard it is to have to edit something when you're the one who looks fucking bad? And you just have to stare at your face looking horrible. It's not fun. I feel like I should have written stuff down as I was thinking them. Like, I'm so stressed. I have nothing for uni. I have some books. I have the pens in my room, which are not a black pen in my room that has ink in it. All my pens are colored. I'm gonna be whipping up with some pink pen. I have a bag that I can take. I've just ordered what's going to be my uni bag. It's got like different compartments, like one for my laptop. It's got a spot for my drink bottle. Like, I'm pretty excited about it. But I think tomorrow I'm just going to take my biggest tote bag. I wanted to take my careers in mental health one because I'm going for a psychology degree to become a psychologist, which is why I use the careers in mental health bag, because me. But yeah, I'm really not excited. Like, if they gave me a little bit more information, I might be like 10 times less anxious. That's not true. That's not true. But honestly, I feel like I can't stop dancing around it. Why don't I want to go to uni besides the whole nervousness part? And it is, I do want to go to uni, but like, I feel like I'm so far behind my peers in like, okay, we're not starting crying now. I just like, I don't even drink. Like, I don't drink. I don't do anything like that because in my head I'm 17. Like, it's not like in my head like I forget that I'm 18, but it's like I don't feel like an adult. I don't feel like I should be allowed to do this stuff. Like, every time I'm driving, I have like I can drive. Like, I'm fucking driving right now. I have like one of those moments maybe every like third time I drive. Like, I'm just so not ready to move on. And I think that if there was not stuff that I felt like I was leaving behind, it would be easier. But like, I feel so like I'm being forced to leave stuff behind that I don't want to. Like, I feel like I should speak up so you can hear me. No, it's okay. We're in a quiet room. It'll capture fine. But like, I feel like I touched on this in the last one, but like, I'm just so scared that I'm never going to see people again. Like, people that, like, oh, it's so dumb. It's not dumb. It is dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I feel like I keep getting further and further away from when I was last happy. And I know I said that last time, but it's like the best way that I can describe it. And like, I still have dreams. Like, most of my dreams are either going back to school or my high school grade. Whether I was friends with you or not, I bet you've been in my dream. Like, I bet you had a cameo. It's just hard to explain. It's really hard to explain without like naming names and exposing myself for the fucking idiot that I am. But like, I don't know, being unable to contact the people you miss most is like the hardest thing in the world for me right now. Like, and everyone in my life is posing high school as like this bad thing that I should be happy it's over, but like everyone I love is back there. Like, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, I still have my best friend and and most of my friends, like, but it feels like to leave that behind is to leave everything behind. Okay, so obviously today's a Sunday, so I was in mass this morning. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend. My church doesn't have the best PA system, so sometimes it's a little bit hard to hear, and I had babies on either side of me. They weren't crying a lot, like they were being quite good. One of them was playing with my bracelet, the other one tried to steal my bag. Like, I was living it up. I love a baby. Like, yeah, so what I was gonna say was it was a bit hard to hear the homily, but one part that I did hear that really clicked, and like I was like, okay, I feel like I heard that because I was meant to hear it, was something, I can't remember the exact lining, but it was to the effect of like, love is still love even if you're far apart from the person you love. Like, that was the sentiment. That's not how it was worded, that's nothing like how it was worded, but that was the sentiment. But like, I felt it in like a bunch of different ways. One is like, obviously there are times in your life when you can feel pretty far from God. Like, you just like, sometimes, you know, like when you're praying you feel like that in your chest, and then sometimes you don't, and like it feels like when you feel it, it feels like you're praying to God. Like, it feels like you're in the room, like he's holding you. Like, this is the picture I have. Like, I'm like sitting in his hands like this, and I'm like talking about my day. But like, and then there's other times where you're like, I'm just literally in my bed right now in my head, but you're not. And like, it's that far awayness that we feel, but it's not real. And like, that case, like, God is never that far away from you. But then obviously there's, in the case of like people here with us on earth that are like, yeah, we're not together, but that doesn't mean that like the love's not there and it doesn't exist. And I felt that was really important. And this was the only thing I thought of to talk about before I started the recording. But I'm also fidgeting with my mic box. That's what I'm looking at. But yeah, I feel like this one's a little bit less organized because the other one was like, the other cozy corner was more like dealing with a bad day. I don't know how to deal with any of this. I don't know what to do. But like, I feel like this is such little substance or use because, or I'm not fixing any of my problems, I'm sitting here in them. But I feel like that's so normal, right? Like, I feel like it's not good to just sit in your problems, but I feel like it's normal, right? I don't want to deal with this because that means I feel like if I try and work through how I feel, it's the same thing as putting it behind me. And I don't ever want to put it behind me, which doesn't sound healthy, but at the same time, I don't want whatever's in the future. I don't want that. I don't picture it fondly. I picture it like a task. Like, it's something I have to do. And so leaving the past behind for the future just seems so redundant. Not even redundant, because I know I have to do it, but like, how do you explain it? Like, I just like want to go back. Not even, yes, I would change stuff, but when I say like I want to go back, not to go back and change things, but like just live again. And my memories now, like, they used to provide so much comfort, and now it's just pain. Like, they jump at me and like hurt my heart because they're so far gone now. The people in them, do they even remember it? Like, I remember I sent my friend like an inside joke from what I thought was not even that long ago, and she's like, oh my gosh, how did you remember that? You're alright. Like, and it just like, that's not an attack on her or anything. It was just like, oh my gosh, everyone's already forgetting. Like, what if I do reconnect with these people and everything that I'm still holding on to for them is gone? This is supposed to be about uni, bro. I don't want to go to uni. I don't mind the idea of going to uni. I don't want to make friends. And that sounds so stupid, but like, it's true. Like I understand like trusting in God, but everything is not just gonna happen. Like, yes, it's what's, you still have to take agency in it. Like, I can't just sit in my bed all day and then because it's God's plan for me to be a psychologist, it's gonna happen. Like, and because it's God's plan for me to get married, it's gonna happen if I'm just sitting in bed. Like, I know I have to do this stuff. Like, it's not even like a laziness thing. I know I can be a pretty lazy person, but like, I don't know. I feel like I've lost the plot of what I'm talking about. Like, whatever I was talking about was not what I originally, however that sentence finished is not how it started, and I just confused myself. I don't know what to do. Well, this is a really short video, but this was me documenting my emotions. It helps me when I'm uncomfortable to record. Mostly like snaps to send to my friends, but you know what, it could be the same thing with recording a YouTube video. So you know what, there might be some clips thrown in at the end of me tomorrow on my first day. UTS did a fuck ass job at planning this orientation day. It's not even a fucking orientation day. Sorry, I'm just trying to cover the people coming past. It's not even a fucking orientation day. Like, it's like a bunch of tours, right? I'm supposed to go back for a campus tour. I already know where my faculty is, so it doesn't really even matter that much if I do the campus tour. And I don't want to go back in there because when I did go, I went earlier and I was confused. So they said, oh, do you have a campus tour? And I was like, yes. And they're like, okay, you're late. And I was like, what? It's not time for it yet. And like, yeah, the last one for 9 ran. And I was like, I'm not, my tour's not at 9. And they're like, so why are you here if your tour's not at 9? What time's your tour? And I'm like 11 or something. And like, why? They literally said, why are you here if your tour's at 11? I'm like, I don't fucking know. So you can tell me what to do? So like, you can't meet anyone. That was the whole point of the orientation. Like, I know where my faculty building is. I can figure out where everything else is. Like, the whole point of coming to orientation day was like to meet people. I haven't spoken to a single person other than the people that were rude to me. I haven't. They act like you're supposed to know everything, as if this isn't the first time. Like, I've been here before and just walked around a bit, but this is the first time I'm like technically coming to the school. Like, wouldn't you want to like treat me like it's my first time, not treat me like I'm an idiot? Anyway, I'm trying to compose myself enough to go back for my campus tour. I also have like a social bingo. I don't want to meet this. Sorry, I'm swearing a lot because I'm really upset. I started crying. You can't really tell, it's gone down a lot by now. I think because it only just hit 10, I'm gonna wait and like go back later. I'm just gonna sit here for a while, I think. Mia's already made a friend, so I'm quite happy for her. She's probably met like 20 by now, but I don't know what to do. I just like, I want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. Okay, I thought I'd film a little bit of an outro to this video because I feel like it's no secret that I don't do outros a lot. I forget all the time, but it's quite late. I'm gonna preface by saying I don't always veil at home, but today I have felt very called to veil. Like, I just want to go to mass all day, even though I was very busy and I couldn't. I'm thinking about maybe seeing what time adoration runs tomorrow. Maybe I'll go to that. But yes, I'm about to pray a rosary and I put my veil on. I've done this one with like bobby pins. I only use 2 because I'm just like at home. It's gaping a little bit. I'll use more when I go to mass. But okay. But yeah, there was a few things that I just remembered that I wanted to talk about in the original first part of the video. Which was the future of this channel, which I'm acting like I have some million subscribers that's gonna miss me, but the videos might start to get slower with me starting uni. Yeah, what was I saying? Videos might start to slow down, be less consistent. Not that they are very consistent, but you know. And yeah, this is just another alternate way to end a bad day, because I don't know why today was bad. I don't know why it had to be this way. Obviously there was a reason, but I just don't know it yet. And I'm gonna pray for that guidance and that trust. I'm gonna pray a rosary. Oh, you can see my rosary is here. I love my little rosary. She's in a little, yeah. But yeah,